Hello, I'm Stephen Cole, and these are the main stories in Al Jazeera. The United Nations Security Council is expected to approve new sanctions against Iran on Wednesday, but Iran's President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad has threatened to call off all nuclear talks if those sanctions are passed. Kristen Salumi is at the UN in New York.
Ambassador Susan Rice, the United States ambassador to the United Nations, came out of that meeting grinning from ear to ear, saying that there was broad agreement on the draft resolution to impose a fourth round of sanctions on Iran over its nuclear program. And she did say that the vote would take place on Wednesday. But the debate over the necessity of sanctions is not quite over yet. And it's no secret that Brazil and Turkey have been saying that this is not the time for new sanctions on Iran. As a compromise, the Council agreed to hold yet another meeting.
World leaders meeting in Istanbul have condemned Israel's raid on the Gaza flotilla. After meeting representatives of 21 Middle Eastern and Asian countries, the Turkish president said Israel was now isolated. The court case against KERVIEL, the man who became known as the face of the financial crisis in Europe, has opened in Paris. Societe Generale has accused the 33-year-old trader of costing the bank almost $6 billion in losses. Barbara Serra explains the significance of the case.
He lost Societe Generale, his former employer, more than $6 billion. That is more than the GDP of countries like Moldova and Malawi. But crucially, he left the bank incredibly exposed. He had, at one point, more money tied up in bets than the bank was actually worth on the stock market. If Societe Generale had folded, it would have had incredible implications for both the French financial system and French society itself.
It's now 50 days since oil started to gush into the Gulf of Mexico. Government scientists have confirmed that underwater oil clouds are floating beneath the surface of the water. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the plumes are as deep as 1,000 meters below the surface and have drifted as far as 230 kilometers from the leaking well. Meanwhile, the containment cap installed by BP is diverting about half the amount of oil authorities believe is leaking every day. Don't forget, you can watch Al Jazeera online. Head to our website, aljazeera.net/English, and click on the Watch Now icon. Well, those are the top stories in Al Jazeera. I'm Stephen Cole. A goodbye to you.